Hi, what's up, guys? Welcome to We'll Be Honest. I am your host, Ashley Scarlett, alongside my co-host, Gosovina Jimbog. Leo tuko machi machi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, today's topic, we're just gonna go in there, hoping that you've had a good week. Yeah. Hoping that you're not a Friday, because by the time this talk airs, it's around Friday there at the corner. So hoping that unategea a good weekend, a salary weekend, kama hujalipwa bado. Nasalimia watu.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Gosovina Jimborg, and yeah, welcome. Karibuni sana.
So today's topic, it's about dating, sex, and Christianity. Yeah, it's that topic that everyone expects a Christian girl to be talking about, or to be in. So that's the topic: dating, sex, and Christianity. Now, Gosovina, Tebu started it
Gun
up.
blazing, shots fired.
All right. Tebu, start for us. Tell us about dating and sex and Christianity, all in all.
Dating for me is a period where you're free to choose. This is where you get to know someone, your compatibility, your alignments, your weaknesses, your strengths, and how this person is in general. So for me, I'll define dating as they harvest period where you're going to harvest the right stuff. You just harvest the right stuff, and that is like a phrase or a time where you choose what works for you. You don't let other people come in between and decide for you, because yeah, that is my definition of dating. So dating is a season where you choose what works for you. You choose the right fruit. So yeah. And this is my point. During your dating period, you can date as many people as you can, because that is when you're supposed to collect the right stuff, what works for you. So you're allowed to walk out of things that don't work for you, things that are not aligned for you, things that are things nini fruits zenye unaona zitafanya like your other fruits zioze mapema, then you're allowed to leave those fruits. So for your dating period, that is why you have it. What is dating when it comes to Scarlett?
So wait, kwanza, before I describe dating when it comes to Scarlett, so what you mean, like dating without having like exclusive dating, right? You just mean like dating, huh? Juu natushtua hapa, utaenda kuolewa, utasema uko unafanya tu 1 2 3.
Yeah, when I'm dating someone, that is my period of me wanting to know that person at a personal level. So if that person, there's some things that don't work for me, some things that are not aligned for me, that is when I'm allowed to walk out. So I'm allowed to date as many people as I can.
So, but how will you be intentional if wewe uko hivo and also the guy is also like that? Like he's allowed to date as many people as he can. So can you imagine? So mnakuwa, at what point do you decide like this is working for you, ama this is serious, ama? Because me, I'm confused.
When a guy is dating me, and that is a time for him also to get to know me at a personal level. And when he figures out, hey, some things are not working out for me, some things are not aligned with me, ama we are not aligned with this girl, this is the time this guy is supposed to tell me, you know what, I don't think this is working for me because of ABCD. I will not hold back. Actually, I'll respect such a person, because that is his season of him choosing the right stuff, the things that work for him. So if I'm not for him, then that is the period where he should tell me, like, I don't think I'm that person for you. So tuendelee na hii safari ni ndefu. And for me as well, for real, and for me as well, if nimekutana na mtu and I'm there, we've known each other for tuseme 2 months, then the 3rd month his character, his ways, hey, we're not aligned. No, I don't think this is the guy I thought he was. That means like I'm supposed to tell him from the word go. I'm not supposed to lead him on and all those things. So I'm supposed to tell him, this is not working for me because of A, B, C, D. So it's my genuineness, my truthness, like, and my my real conversation with this guy will determine if we are moving forward. But if things aligned, if you've seen, hey, this is the guy, my friend, that is where you take your goods and you go. Kama ni samaki unataka kukausha, you go kausha it properly so that you eat it. Hey, if it's a mango na imeiva unataka kuweka achari, my friend, hapo ndo time unafaa kuweka achari kwa hiyo maembe ndo ukule vizuri. So me, that is my definition of dating. And you will always know if that person is the one for you.
There's no the one for you. For me, what I'm coming to realize first, there's no single one for me. There is a few. There is a few. And out of their few, there can be that one out of their few who is the one for me at this moment. So that is what I'm coming to tell.
And that is what I also mean. Like there's that one person for you. Like there are so many people you can choose from, but there's that one person for you specifically when you fit your conditions. Like as a fit kila kitu, but there's that one person who will fit whatever you want. You will not have everything you need, but there are some things you will have that you want.
So
actually, he will not have what you want, but there are some major things he or she will always have that you need.
That I need, yeah. That's true. I agree with you, but I also kind of disagree with you because for me, when I mean akuna there's a lot of choices, but there's that one. No, me, I believe there's a lot of choices, and out of those choices, there's still like 10 of them. There's still like 10 of them, and now when I'll be choosing, I need to choose based on the knowledge that I have, the discernment that I have gotten. Like akuna tuati the one person for you. That's why you find some people sometimes when a spouse dies, another person can be able to remarry again. That does not mean that that spouse was the one. So they're like the fives. Something like that.
But you'll always end up with one person. So that is the one you. Anything can happen, but that is the one for you.
Yeah. Okay.
They will die, but that is the one for you.
Okay.
That is hata kwa Bible inasema when you marry, the only time you're allowed to separate is either divorce, it's either through death adultery. No, that is the only time you're supposed to. Now, if it's because of adultery, then the Bible has recorded that person that you walked down the aisle with, that person that you married and you put your vowed on, that is the one for you. That is your wife. Unless that wife dies, unless it was adultery, the Bible has already recorded that person is for you. Even if you marry someone else, the Bible will not recognize this other person.
If they die, the Bible will record it.
Yeah, but if you die, and if it's adultery, the Bible will record that is your person.
Okay.
So what is dating? Your definition of dating?
So my definition of dating is a little bit different. When I'm dating, I believe I go from friendship. In friendship, I'm allowed to flirt if I have nothing in particular. So that's when I'm allowed to flirt with various type of
Mhm.
people, with various different type of people, and I'm allowed to go out and I'm allowed to do all these things with them. So that is me when I'm just flirting with. We are just in a friendship base. When I'm dating, it's just one person. I'm not dating a couple of people, or I'm not going out with any other type of people. So it's just that one person. Now I've decided in the group of my friends or in the groups of friendships that I've had, now I want to concentrate on this one. So for me to concentrate on this one, it means I have to stop doing whatever I'm doing with the rest of them. I have to stop on the dates, spending more time flirting, kila kitu, kila kitu. There it's the me dating. So me, I go from like friendship to exclusive dating. I don't have that transition period here, confusion and blah, 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 blah. No. Because I believe when I want to know you and when you want to know me, there's no need to have distractions outside. So that let me know you, let me give it my all. And if it doesn't work out, or if we find out some things, because you'll only find out some things when you're in HYG, concentration is just best once. But when your concentration is on this one, on this one, on this one, when you're bored with this one, you'll be here, you'll be here, you'll be here. So for me, dating is just exclusive. When it's you, it's you. If it doesn't work out, okay, fine. We will cry, we will do what, and we'll go back to the game. But that's it. Like that's dating for me. So yeah. So it's so precise.
Interesting. Short and sweet.
Yeah. So dating, sex, and Christianity. When should a Christian have sex? In
For me, it's after marriage. Nothing works before that. And if it works, those people just chose each other. Like there's no explanation. Those people just decided to stick with each other. But the kind of battles and the kind of oppositions they'll always face, like it is not something that they were supposed to go through.
yeah.
So as if we sin, there's always a choice. There's always a consequence with the choices we make. Whether choosing not to make a decision, deciding to go with the decision that you made, there's always a consequence that we will always face, because God is just and God is still merciful. So as much as we make that mistake, we will always face the consequences of our mistakes. So
Yeah. And
I'll
God,
urge, I'll urge any Christian. Like if there's a guy who's telling you, hey, I have to test the waters. If I'm buying a car, this is the excuse they always use. If I'm buying a car, I'll have to test
let's
run the car to
try.
see if the car is okay. So if a guy tells you that, then that guy doesn't respect you.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. And
But that doesn't mean that me personally have not fallen for that story. I've fallen for that story and it didn't work. So me, I'm telling guys from an experience, yeah, don't try it.
oh my God.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I also believe that sex should be after marriage, just because there's a lot of things that we pass through when we are dating that we don't usually know before. Like hakuna mtu akikwambia don't do this, like don't press the red button, then that's the specific button that you're going to press, that red button. So when you're like told don't have sex, okay, why you don't know. But in life you come to realize that sometimes when God was putting these things in practice, or when he was saying them, it was just for our protection. Because look, if you go ahead and date like 10, 15 guys before you finally meet you are the one, um you've gone through so much, you've had trauma, you've had everything, like you've passed through so much that now you have a lot of healing to do, a lot of healing from hurt, from trauma, from stress, from kila kitu. And that was what God was trying to prevent you from in the beginning by telling you, don't have
Yeah.
sex with this person because you'll be spiritually connected to them. Because there's this thing about spiritual connections. That's why you get when you are just an honest person and you go to have sex with someone else, you find yourself acting in some type of way because that person might even not have been acting that way, but he also slept with someone else who alikuwa mtu wa
Yeah.
and that spirit of
Yeah.
kisirani ya ule mtu mwingine, it was in that guy now, and now it's new, and then it's just a cycle of you don't understand what is happening to you, and it's a lot of things. But for me, I believe in soul ties. Right now, I believe in soul ties. So I believe that if you have sex with someone, it's gonna come back. Like it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Every time a part of you leaves when you have sex with someone, and that's why God made it to be for marriage. And there's this sex when you're married. I'm not married, but I'm just saying I've read. There's the type of sex when you're married. God says that it's sex that he has amekubali, amepitisha. So it's the safest place that you could ever be. It's the safest place to bond with your husband or to bond with your wife. It's the place of healing. It's the place of intimacy. It's a blessed place, and that's something that even I want to experience, something that is blessed by God. Like, how do you feel when you walk in the morning and you're just like, God loves me, I'm God's masterpiece, I'm beautiful, like how you wear that new cloth and ingo haijararuka, haina mark ya makeup, haina nini, haina nini. How you you just flawless in that new cloth and you feel so proud of it. That's how God wants us to feel about sex in marriage, and me, I want to experience that. I don't want to experience soul ties and I have experienced them. I'm tired of them. I just need to experience that type of marriage, that type of safe place that God has instilled for us all. That makes sense. And it comes with some hardships. It does come with some hardships. For example, when you want to date, and this is the 21st century, and everyone just goes like, everyone expects girlfriends to have roles like sex. They expect like sex girlfriend roles. So like, oh, if you're dating, this is gonna happen. So like to even introduce that, like, no, if you're dating, this is not gonna happen because you can't do that. And it causes, I think a lot of Christian girls end up being single, which is funny, because when a guy is looking for a lady, they're always saying, me, I want a Christian girl. I want a... People want a Christian girl until they know.
Until they meet that Christian girl now.
You want a Christian girl until you know, like, okay, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, we can do this, let's do this, let's do this. And then now you're like, you want it until you know, like, if you want a Christian girl, you gotta be prepared for a Christian girl. Because a Christian girl is gonna do Christian things. It's not halfway. Yeah, if you want a Christian girl, you gotta do Christian things. So just prepare for it. So what's your take on it? On a lot of Christian girls or even Christian boys being single most of the time because of everyone perceiving that sex should be there, girlfriend boyfriend role, sex should be there. What's your opinion on it? Ama, have you seen something of that logarithm on your side? Not specifically with you, with your friends on social media.
Yes, it has happened so many times. Personally with me, because I don't want to talk on behalf of the other people that I know of that nearly go through the same thing. So with me, we'll start getting to know each other. Then we come to now the conversation of sex, because I don't think these days any relationship stuff will go without you guys talking about sex. So when I tell someone like I've chosen to be celibate until marriage, so like I'll stay celibate till marriage, people find it so weird and out of this world. I don't know why, but But I guess it's because the society has allowed us to normalize sex, to normalize the act of sex, to tell people that you can do with. Unaona, hadi una encourage people, oh, now start working with condoms because you don't know where and how things can fall. Unaona. So everyone is aware that it can go down anytime soon. So you even carry condoms. And I saw this stuff, and I downloaded it way back, where like this person was saying something to do with spirituality, like you can't hide from spiritual, you can't hide from no, you can't hide from demons. No. I don't even remember how what it says. Able, let me check. But anyways, before niambie watu that, if there's a guy who will tell you at like I can't do without sex, then that is not the right person for you. Because you did without until you did it. Then you realized you can't do without. Unaona, that means too there's a hole or there's a gap that was open that you are not aware of. So anyone can do without. It's just the choice you make. So if any guy tells you I can't do without it, let's break up. Please break up, run. That is your chance to run, because that is not the person for you.
When you're asking God, is he the one? And then God shows you. Hiyo siku ndiye anaamua kuongea sex. I can't do that sex.
You run for your life. In the wrong place.
God, I was just asking.
Hey, run. There's no better way of how I can put this, but run, my friend, run.
It's true. Like, that's true. Even what I know, what I've come to learn, this is really what I've come to learn, is that anyone who is willing to, when you're dating and someone is willing to disobey God on your behalf, how much sure are you that when you're married, they will obey God on your behalf, or they will even obey you? Because God is so great and they are willing to disobey God. But you who is so mere, who do you think you are? That respect, like, that goes hand in hand when the girl, because you've been practicing your purity journey, celibacy journey, abstinence, whatever you decide to call it, when you've been practicing that and then comes along someone and let's say this girl now. So when huyu kijana, in his mind, convinced and he has managed. So what assures him that if you are willing and you claimed to have God so much in you and you are willing to go down on God, or to disobey God, to disregard God for him, what makes him think that when there's another opportunity, a better opportunity for someone else, disregard that person for him? That is on the side of the guy. On the side of the girl, if this guy is willing to tell you, disobey God because I want this, disobey God and we will have a marriage. So how do you expect God to be the center of something that he clearly wasn't even something to begin with? Amesha kukataza, but you are willing to disobey him for that. So how do you expect God will be the center of your marriage, the center of your family? How do you expect that guy will not tell you, okay, let us leave this kids, let us go to UK, let us go to US, let us go and start a new life? Or how do you expect that this guy will not leave you with those kids? Because he doesn't care. He does not care. He is able to convince you to leave God alone. So you think, what else can he convince you to do? So it's a really dangerous place and a really dangerous card to play with. So that's just my take. If someone is willing to convince you to leave God, to disrespect God, to disobey God, on their behalf, it's not worth it. If you're looking for a red flag, that is a big walking yellow, red, mean, not yellow, red. That's a big walking red card, like red flag, red card, red room, red. It is red. The color is red. See maroon, see burgundy, see no, it is red.
Run.
Yeah, because your spirituality should be really here, then everything else. We are told that even like Jesus was able to deny Mary, not really to deny, but to tell Mary she has the other brothers to take care of him for the sake of God. So who are we not to regard God that much high? You know? So yeah, that's just me, my take about that. Umepata that?
Yeah, nimepata. Life is first spiritual, just as you've said, and it's spiritual first, then physical comes second. And whatever I wanted to say, enye nimecheck ni condoms will never protect you from spiritual demons.
That's true.
So if someone is easy to tell you like, hey, we can lay down, then that is person who will not protect you. So you run for your life, run. Me, like these days, I don't even struggle at choosing someone. I'm just waiting for that conversation to start. Then I see if you can stay or not.
Kai, me have struggled. I have.
Me, that is my ticket. My ticket to tell you, okay, boy, bye.
No, because for me that topic Akimofami doesn't come like it's not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third, fourth, fifth. It's like the sixth, seventh when I have already we have already talked and I already like you. And then now I decide like, okay, this person, okay, now he's anakaa atakuwa anachukua time yangu mingi, so now I have to go and pray to God. God, what do you think about this person coming into my life? I just pray that who is God, the one who will answer that day, that prayer, that topic. Hey, that day, that topic there, because it has happened to me before, and like I couldn't compromise because I just couldn't compromise God, because there's so much that God has taken me through, and I'm so appreciative. And maybe one day it would happen. Not that I will not fall or anything of that sort, but at least let me give it my all, so that even though I will fall, and even though someone falls, guys, even though you fall, you can still get back up. I'm just saying, let it not be so easy that you fall and fall and fall and fall, because God also expects to see some progress in you at the end of the day. Yeah? So even though like it is hard, it's hard when you like someone and you realize that you can't be with them because of this one thing, and there's a moment where you think, if I was just not a Christian and I could have just given him this, it would have sparked and itaendelea, if just for a moment, just for but then it doesn't work like that. You shouldn't be able to, you should try to fight. You shouldn't be able to just fall into it one too many times. Like, yeah, that's just the point.
If that is a place where you can draw the line, then that is not something that is of God. If that is where your conversations end, just because you've said you can't compromise, like sinning over being righteous, then that is just not of God. God is not a complicated person.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think? What else should we add on this? We already know that it's hard to date as a Christian. Christians expect you to walk in a purity journey, abstinence journey, or a celibacy journey. Expect this from a Christian girl or man. I would love to meet a man of God who is just like, oh, I'm just celibate and I'm walking in this journey.
No, I know. My best friend is.
It's just something.
And I think it's not. My best friend has been working. He has been celibate. I don't know, from 2015. From 2015. is now a pastor.
There's something good about that. Like, there's something nice about a man who is doing it for God, because, man, girls, like, that this is someone who is doing it for God. This is a man who will lead you, because they say that a man is the head of the family, the spiritual family too. Like, God, then your husband, then you, then the children. Ish, man, if you get a man who is that way with God, Akimaze, that is so nice. Yeah. So expect spirituality, expect sex talks, and expect kuskia abstinence, purity, and celibacy from someone Christian who, when you decide to date them. I know we can look like we have everything together and we are living, we're trying to fit in this world, but please, when you come to approach us, just know that at the end of the day, there's some things you're not going to compromise, and it's not worth to compromise for. And even as a man or as a woman, when I'm not willing to compromise something, you should know, and you should take it as something of high value, because you know that when I'm with you, or when we start a relationship together, I will not compromise you for any other person. I will not compromise our relationship for any other person. And this thing is so good that I'm learning a value and I'm adding a value while I'm doing something for myself. It's also for us. I'm learning to hold on for us when we'll have the diseases and hard times and whatnot. How am I gonna react? All this is based on this, on sex, on while you're dating, and all this is based on Christianity. Ongea before we say bye.
This is just me ending this conversation and telling guys, anything from God does not come with doubts and confusion. Nothing from God comes with you questioning yourself. So if this guy puts you in that position, that person doesn't value you. So the Bible says, where your treasure is, that is where the heart lies. So if he doesn't treasure you, then his heart does not lie with you. Period.
That's it. So I think this is a way to conclude it. It's been a topic. We can still do it again. Tutaifanya tena after some other time.
Yeah, because I feel we've not really gone deeper into this conversation.
Yeah.
So I think we should have a part 2 of this
next week. We'll do it next week, tena. Yeah. It's been lovely to have you. Have a good night. Bye from us. Remember to catch us every Thursday on YouTube at We'll Be Honest. Subscribe. We love you so much. Bye. Have a good night.